All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Down. 60-or. Blue draw Corker. Deep grip.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephen. Weatherly, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Check Tricon, 132 fighter.
Now Cousins. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
50's the money. 50's the money. And let's get this. 61, matchbox lights. Wide. Here we go, bring it.
They go play action. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Good route here. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101 to try to...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A toss to Cook. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV. Called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Watch tight as well.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Twist. Topper. Hey, Alpha. Check. 54.
To throw again. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant.
From the 44, Cousins. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pull it hard. No.
Here's Jones throwing again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Watch safety creep. 300. Switch gears.
Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's got it. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Barely got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 22 jet bomber. Hey, zoom. Yo, get it.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Let's go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Jim.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Strip that ball. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. Incomplete. Over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I got you. 48.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Steve Griffin! Steve Griffin!
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming! Ready!
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.